What's up, everybody? So, after 37 Premier League games, many goals, many refereeing decisions, many headaches, many celebratory moments, it all comes down to this. The final Premier League game of the season. The Reds at home to Wolves. Obviously, it doesn't need me to tell you guys that we need a favour from Aston Villa. But whatever happens, and before I go in and do my spiel about my predicted 11 and my score predictions and all that kind of stuff, I think it's only right that I start off this video by saying how fortunate we have been this season as Liverpool fans to have had the privilege to watch these guys go out there and make a title race out of something that probably had no right to be a title race. At one stage this season, Jurgen Klopp's men were 14 points behind Manchester City. Yes, there was a game in hand there, and it was probably an 11-point gap, but it was still a gap. And somehow, after the turn of the year, Liverpool have put together an unbelievable run of results. I think since the 2nd of January, we've drawn 2 games, Manchester City and Spurs, and won every other game. I don't know what more these guys could have done to try and wrestle the title back. Yeah, we'll talk about draws earlier on in the season and points dropped and all that kind of stuff, but you have to just give them credit. You have to give Jurgen Klopp and his team credit because it's been an unbelievable turn of events, an unbelievable run that has seen us bring it to the last day of the season. So I am going to go through and take you through my predicted 11 and give you my score prediction, but ultimately it's a pleasure. It's a privilege to be doing this, knowing that potentially there's a league title about to come and well, look, most likely it isn't about to come, but, you know, we've got 2 cups in the bag. We have a Champions League final to look forward to. Just breathe it in. Take a second, take a minute, take a day, take as long as you want, but don't let this moment pass because it's special. It's special. We've seen other Liverpool victories. We've seen other great seasons, but to be within 2 games of an unprecedented quadruple, even if it doesn't work out our way, it's a remarkable feat. It really is. So to Jurgen, to the coaches, to the players, to my fellow Liverpool fans everywhere, this will go down as one of our greatest ever seasons, and we've been very lucky to witness what we've witnessed. So I just want to personally say a huge thank you to everyone. Sunday will be my last live watch along on YouTube. Anfield Agenda will be continuing on, as you know, on Twitch, and Anfield Agenda's YouTube channel will absolutely continue on. We'll be putting up pre-recorded videos, much more targeted segments, 8 to 10 minutes long, shorter stuff as well, just mixing it up. But all of our live content from Sunday onwards will be over to YouTube, over to Twitch, where we signed a 1-year exclusive deal, and I'm proud to bring on that new challenge. So yeah, it's going to be emotional for a whole host of reasons, but most importantly, I want to just get across to you guys, don't be unsubscribing, don't not be hitting that follow button, don't not be dropping likes on the videos, because we're going to continue to put out a lot of content here on YouTube. It's just going to be shorter form, and the waffly stuff, you know, the stuff that I know a lot of you guys have been annoyed with me about over the years, you know, telling me to get to the point and stuff, and I hear you, and I've always listened to you, I've always taken your feedback on board. So this is the plan moving forward. Any short form stuff, you know, pre-recorded segments, these type of videos, you know, prediction videos, they're all still going to be on YouTube. You have no worries about that. If you want to come and join me for the longer streams, Paddy, Chris and the team, and join the waffling, then come across to Twitch and we'll see you there. But look, I'm going to go straight into it now. Score prediction. Last day of the season, they can give you some mad games, and I have a feeling we're going to get one of those mad games at Anfield on Sunday. So with that in mind, I'm going to go for a 4-1 victory to Jurgen Klopp's boys. And hopefully there's a Divock Origi goal in there as well, because we can't let Sunday pass without, you know, saying goodbye and a massive thank you to Divock, who is going to move on, it looks like, to AC Milan. I've no doubt he'll be a huge hit over there. I've had a love-hate relationship with Divock at times during his Liverpool career. But what I can't argue against, and what I wouldn't even dare to, is the man's ability to score big goals in big moments, and we wouldn't have had so many of the great nights that we've had supporting this club in recent years without Divock Origi stepping up. Be it the goal against Everton when it came down off the crossbar and he nodded it in, and Kloppo and Alisson were on the pitch, you know, hugging each other, and We all thought it was gone, but no, Divock didn't give up and it went in. Whether it be another goal or two against Everton in the Merseyside derbies, whether it be a late goal against Newcastle, 2 goals against Barcelona, a goal in the Champions League final against Spurs when, Spurs were trying to force a way back into the game. Time and time again, he may not have always started, but he always had a say in where our trophies ended up. And Divock, I suppose you'll never ever see this, mate, but sincerely, thank you. The Rossoneri are going to get a top quality player over there, and I've no doubt you'll be idolised by the AC Milan fans, and I've no doubt that you'll bring them to more silverware as well. So yeah, can't let it go without speaking about Divock. So look, I'm going to get stuck into team news first and foremost. We have heard Jurgen Klopp say in his press conference today that injury-wise, we look okay. He rightly said that Mo doesn't want to take any chances if he feels anything. I think they are back training. So, Van Dijk and Mohamed Salah, I would say, will be in contention for this one. Whether they play or not, look, that remains to be seen. Spoiler alert, they're both in my predicted 11. But I understand that some people will be looking towards the Champions League final as well. And that's the bigger of the two games, really, because we know that that's in our own hands. But I still think we get the result no matter what 11 we go with. Wolves haven't been playing that great in recent weeks. A bit of a mixed bag for them under Bruno Lage this season. Obviously, Adamas went off to Barcelona. I can't remember if that's a permanent deal or if they have an option to make it permanent. But, they've brought back Pedro Neto. They've brought through that kid, I can never remember his name, the guy they brought in from Porto. I can't remember his name. It's not Trincao, it's the other dude. Somebody will tell me in the comment section. He looks incredibly pacey on that right-hand side for them as well. But ultimately, I think we'll have too much. And I think we'll get over the line and we'll get the result. And what happens at the Etihad between Aston Villa and Manchester City, we'll have to wait and see. So look, from our perspective, no fresh injury concerns. We know that Fabinho will be available for the Champions League final. This is probably going to come a little bit too early from him. But to anybody that thinks that we should rest players up, if we didn't play the players between our last league game and the Champions League final, 10, 11 days is probably a bit too long to rest them up. So I'd like to see them. There's 6 days turnaround between this game and the Champions League final. So I'd like to see the guys get some time, even if it's just an hour or so. Some other players who might be making their final appearance at Anfield for Liverpool, we don't know what the future holds for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. There's been talk that, he could move on in the summer. Talk about Takumi Minamino as well. One article around today said 70 million could see him move on. So, we don't know who yet we might be saying goodbye to, but I've no doubt that the atmosphere is going to be party mood at Anfield, no matter what the result at the end of 90 minutes, because you guys will want to thank the Reds for an unbelievable season. From my perspective, this is my final predicted 11 of the season, and no surprise, we're going to start off with Alisson in goal, and yes, I have gone for Virgil van Dijk alongside Ibrahima Konate. Now, I don't mind if it's Gomez and Konate. I don't mind if it's Matip and Konate. I don't mind what centre-back pairing Jurgen Klopp puts out there. I trust them all implicitly. So this is the one that I think we'll see, because this is the one I think we'll see for the Champions League final. And I think Klopp will certainly like to, get the rhythm in and get the lads back up to speed. Now, if there's any doubt whatsoever about any feeling or uncomfortableness in Van Dijk's knee, rest him. He's the type of person who I would say can go into a final a little bit cold if needs be, because he's that damn good. In my opinion, the best centre-back that's ever graced the Premier League. Right back and left back, who have I gone for? No surprises. As much as I do like Costa Tsimikas, Andy Robertson has to play for me, and Trent at right back. Again, if it's a case of maybe Robbo coming off after the hour mark to give Costas 30, keep Robbo fresh, no problems. Certainly, I think if we need a goal, if we're looking to push late in the game, that's a substitution that I think would make sense in every aspect. Costas, he loves to get on the front foot, doesn't he? He loves to attack down the left side. So Robbo for me, and Trent for the back four along with Van Dijk and Konate. Into midfield, every fibre of my body wanted to rest Thiago. But ultimately, I think we need to give him some time, and I think he needs to keep the rhythm going, because he's been unbelievable for us at the end of the season. The part of the season where you want Thiago Alcantara to be available, thankfully he has been. Jordan Henderson I would expect to come in and play in the 6 with Fabinho obviously not ready yet. And I've gone for Naby Keita. Another chance for Keita maybe to solidify his thinking in the manager's mind ahead of the Champions League final, even though I think it'll be Fabinho, Thiago and Jordan Henderson in the Champions League final. Again, the man could be playing for his Liverpool future, because he's another one with 1 year left on his Liverpool contract. And I think, well, certainly I can speak for myself and saying I hope Naby signs a new deal. But for me, you could go with Curtis Jones, you could go with Harvey Elliott, you could go with James Milner. This is just me having a guess at it. So for me, Jordan Henderson, Thiago Alcantara, and Naby Keita. Up top, left hand side, Lucho Diaz. Right hand side, Mohamed Salah. Again, I don't care about the Golden Boot race between Salah and Son. I don't. I only care about Mohamed Salah playing well, being fit, being fresh, being available for the Champions League final, and looking like he's enjoying his football. And if the Golden Boot comes naturally on top of that, brilliant. We'll congratulate Mo, and it will be a Golden Boot well deserved. But ultimately, I just want him ticking over. Hopefully playing full of confidence. Hopefully he gets himself a goal as well. Diaz left hand side, probably one of the first names you would expect to see on the team sheet, particularly for the final. I think he's going to give Real Madrid's defence nightmares. I really, really do, because their defence can be gotten at, and I think he's the boy out to do it. Through the centre then was the last decision. Do I go Bobby Firmino? Do I go Diogo Jota? No, I'm going to go for Sadio Mane, because that's our strongest front three, and I feel like we need to go as strong as we can. I think this team, with 3 changes maybe from Klopp if needs be, maybe take Mo off, take Thiago off, take Robbo off, and bring on some changes there for the last half hour to freshen it up. But ultimately, this is the 11 that I go with for the game against Wolves, and I'm predicting a 4-1 Liverpool victory. A lot still to be decided in the final day of the season. As we know, the relegation battle has come down to Burnley and Leeds. I'm glad we're not in either of their shoes, to be honest. I can't imagine what a relegation battle would feel like on the last day, but that'll be decided. And of course, the final Champions League place looks like it's staying in North London with Spurs, but maybe it's going to move a slight bit North London to Arsenal, especially if you listen to what Arteta has been saying. I can't see Spurs not at least picking up a point at Norwich and getting over the line. So I think we'll end up with top 4 in no particular order, because I refuse to name the first 2 yet. Man City, Liverpool, Liverpool, Man City, or Chelsea and then Spurs. That's it for me. Europa League places, I feel, will go to Arsenal and Manchester United, and then 7th place, which will be a Europa Conference League place, to West Ham. And it's been an amazing league campaign. Hopefully we sign off on another victory. I want to thank you guys for all your support of the channel as always. Do subscribe if you haven't done so. Do drop a like on the video. And don't forget, Sunday, an hour before kickoff, we're going to be live here on YouTube, taking you right through the game, post-match content, the whole lot. And who knows what it has in store for us. But I know one thing, it's been emotional, and it's going to be one hell of an emotional Sunday. So look, I will talk to you guys then. Much love, enjoy your weekends, and up the Reds.